Do this Masters of Yu-Gi-Oh! Me and Derek went to regionals today because Tyson quit Yu-Gi-Oh! I think, and I think he raged because he couldn't get Secret Village of the Spellcaster. But I better not talk too bad about him because he knows Masters to our account. So, we went to regionals very prepared for once, even though we just got back into the game on around Tuesday, Monday for me and Wednesday for Derek. And I decided to run Rescue Rabbit because I had most of the cards for it. And I really thought it was a good meta call for the regionals because I knew there was going to be a couple of Lantians wind-ups, even though I didn't play any wind-ups, which I was kind of dying for. But and a whole bunch of stuff like that just gets killed by Rescue Rabbit. So that's why I decided to play it. And Jared played Evils. He thought he was going to play Junk Doppel.
Why?
So he thought he was going to play Junk Doppel. But we sold us something about Evils because Evils are more slow. So my deck, it's a Macro Rabbit deck. There's some of the cards in here that I would like to change up. I'm just gonna say before I start the deck profile, Macrocosmos didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. I thought it was gonna destroy most of the decks. I thought it was going to destroy Inzectors first of all, but when I was against the one Inzector player that there was at the regionals, it lost me the game. Because I was at the verge, I was like, I need this card. But then I didn't draw it opening, so. Or I didn't draw it any turns, And then finally game 3, because he beat me. Game 2, because I couldn't do anything against Gozen Match and Messenger of Peace. Derek's giving me the Italian fuck you, I think. Onto the deck profile. I ran 2 Rescue Rabbit.
Put it on Yuki's face. Thank you.
And 3 Cabazels. Cabazels is me and my friend Cameron were talking, and we're thinking of making a Grand Soil Rescue Rabbit deck. Because Rabbit's Earth. Saber Source is Earth, Urabi's Earth, and Crawling Dragon number 2 is also Earth. And then there's Neospatian Granmole, Maxi, Card, all this stuff. And it's just gonna be for fun and shits and giggles and stuff. So, but anyways, on with the deck. The 6 vanillas, they're all bad.
Cover girl.
They're these really beautiful cover girl. 3 Guaiba. Whenever I tried using it, I got deprison or bottomless. But it went off 2 times. So, yes. It did go off at least once. I ran 2 Spirit Reaper. Spirit Reaper put in work against one of my Rabbit Mirror matches because I went ham, and then I had 1 set and 1 in hand. So I was just I went flip summon and attack. He had no monster on field. He had 4 sets, but I was going ham. So I was attack. He had 4 cards in hand. He discarded 2. He got rid of one of them the next turn. I attacked again. He got rid of the 3rd, and then I smashed him for the rest of the game. So I ran 2 Tour Guide, Sangan, and then Night Assailant. The Tour Guide engine's obvious. I decided to run Night Assailant not because everyone's running it, but because personally I think it's having 1 Snowman Eater main decked. And it's not a terrible draw. You just would rather not draw. You'd rather draw Sangan or Tour Guide, obviously. But I thought it's good because it's replacing the other Tour Guide. So, which is kind of given. But that's it with the monsters. It's I don't know how many monsters. I'm Canadian. 1 Pokemon because I don't know. It's good. It's a book. It's not gonna be the book of the month for too much longer. Just saying. 2 MST, Reborn Dark Hole Heavy, and Triple Lance. Don't judge me for running a common deck, but it's only because I got into the game recently. Well, over a long past time. 2 Macrocosmos. I didn't like this that much because it lost me. It won me one of the Atlantean Mermail matches, or not matches, games. But it lost me on Inzector matchup, which I was really depressed about. So, I don't know how much there is to say about it. I guess if it's doing so bad, I should run Primordial Sun or whatever it is. But to make it a little bit more bad. But I don't know, it just didn't seem to put as much work in as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like, if I activate this, Inzectors are going to quit. Kind of deal, so. Or well, as in quit, I don't mean actually scoop, but I meant like, be sad. 2 Mirror Force, not too many people were running Starlight Road. Like, no people at all. Because there's like barely destruction now. It's just one, everything's like a pop 1 and then keep popping, like Inzectors, Mermails, and so on. So I just decided to run 2 Mirror Force instead of Deep Prison, because if macro's up, it's just the same thing, except you guys run more monsters. 2 Bottomless, because there's a lot of 1500 or higher monsters. It wasn't good against Mermail, but it did the work it needed to. It killed Rescue Rabbit, which was one of the bigger decks there. So I beat both my Rescue Rabbit matches. And that's what I was the most worried about, except for the Fire Fist, but I'll get on with that. This killed Fire Fist, it killed Rescue Rabbit, it killed Inzectors, and it killed Undyne. But this, I'll always play 2 unless it gets limited. So watch my next deck profile probably won't have any. 1 Starlight Road. I decided to main it because I'm a hipster. So YOLO swag.
I just remember that's the Starlight Road that I bought you just before the 7th round.
Yeah, I know.
And you won with it.
Yeah, I won with, and I won with it because I went summon, or no, I had this, and these were my cards, and it wasn't gonna matter if he heavy stormed or not, but we were literally just top decking the whole game. And it was the slowest game I've ever played. But he heavy stormed and I went like this. And when I summoned the Stardust, it was, no, not MST, it was Lance. Sorry, I'm making myself look like a stupid person. So I went Stardust. He goes Torrential because he wanted to get rid of the Stardust as soon as possible. So I just go Lance, and then he was like crying. He was begging me for mercy. But so yeah, that's what that did. I ran 2 Compulse. I was going to make Fiendish Chains over it because I was expecting Inzectors, but knowing our locals and our area around here, everyone's too cheap to buy good decks, so I was expecting Heroes. And I didn't want to main Fiendish Chain against Heroes. So I decided to use these because they did the same thing except they killed Exceeds. Like Zen Mains, Tyrus, but... Wait, Tyrus... Oh yeah, never mind. So that's what I did. It worked out okay. It did bad against Mermails, but you win some, you lose some. 2 Torrential, because I thought I don't know. Some people were running 1 Torrential. Like some of the Rabbit players I knew only ran 1 Torrential. But every time I drew Torrential, it went off and it did good. Except one time I got MST, but that wasn't bad because only once. And my last card was oh hell no, because having these 2 isn't enough. So, as Couch Happened, it's oh hell no with a million, I don't know.
With 4,000 life points.
With 4,000 life points. It's better if you have lower life points, but because it doesn't matter by then. So, I guess I'll do side deck first, because that's what you guys probably want to see, but more than the extra deck. Gores, I sided this in against most OTK decks. I sided it in against Rabbit ones, because I sided out my macros. I sided in against Inzectors because I thought he was going to blow up everything. I don't even think the Inzector player main Dragonfly or Hornet in his game 1 or 2. Like, it was literally like 40 turns, but he didn't draw them or use them once. So, yeah. But Gores did good. I won a game because of it. 2 Snowman Eater. I think I want to run this over Spirit Reaper in my main deck. Because I just like the destruction more than just sitting there and waiting. I think it'd just be more effective in our meta. 2 Maxi, I was expecting lots of windups, which apparently there were. I was kind of dying for the Rabbit matchup, or the windup matchup, because I knew I'd win because I was most prepared for that, and I usually bluff the shit out of them. And then I usually win, so yeah. 2 Thunder King, this was also for Heroes, windups, spellbooks, which I faced once, and it was funny, because he was really trembling the whole game. And that's pretty much it. I didn't side in against the Fire Fist guy because I knew he was going to side Skill Drain. Cheetah Tornadoes. I didn't have enough room in my main deck because I didn't know what to get rid of against Fire Fist. So I decided this. Fiendish Chain. This kill. I decided this in against Insectors, and it's worked every time. Once I got MST, then it didn't matter because he didn't. What's it called? I had Bottomless for his Centipede. After, because he went Summon, I went Fiendish Chain. He goes MST, I go Chain Bottomless, and he's like, oh, YOLO. Or I went, oh, YOLO. But he was just like, oh shit. And then third Macrocosmos for Dark Worlds. Oh, and Macros, because Dark Worlds up too. Dark Worlds, which there was only like 2 of. Atlantean Mermail and what's the other one? Insectors, but it lost me the game against Insectors. This is the MVP of the side deck, I think, along with Gores. This won me my Rabbit matchups. It did good against. It just did good against my Rabbit matchups. I was expecting Chaos Dragons because, again, our locals was like very scrubby. So and then the third MST because I didn't main 3, and you always have to use 3. My extra deck it's just standard. It's 2 Dolka, 2 Logia, Mace Stroke. Pillar Operative almost lost me a game. Abyss Dweller, that won me one of the games against Atlantean Mermail. Utopia is bad. I don't like it. Roach, I never used it once. I thought if I first Chaos Dragons, if I summoned that first turn and I had like 5 back, I would have won. Levier, oh, this did good.
Leviathan.
Yeah, Leviathan, sorry. Tempo didn't summon it once. I thought it would have been good if I was able to summon it. Levier, oh, fabulous. Zenmane's IO summoned this. And MVP of the extra deck today, Shockmaster, I summoned this against Atlanteans. I summoned it against Rabbit, and it did good against both. Like, I called monsters against Atlantean. Everything I do everything I talk about seems to be against Atlantean, but I summoned this, called monsters, and he couldn't do anything. Because then after that I went Logia, and then he's just like, oh shit. Or as Derek would say, well, I can't say that loud, but... And then Stardust for Starlight Road, because YOLO Spike. But that was my main deck, guys. I got 9th place, so close to topping. I had bad tiebreakers. If one person stayed, he dropped out, of course. If he stayed in, I would have topped, but well, you can't win every time. 1 place away. I'll do it next time. Same with Eric, but thanks YouTube for watching, and this is Owen from Masters of Yu-Gi-Oh! And